Imagine you're a midfielder and you're about to receive a ball. You look around, but you have nowhere to go. So you play it back to your center back. But as soon as you release the ball, you get a little push from behind. A few minutes later, you have the ball again. You make a pass, and it happens again. You're starting to get annoyed, so you talk to the referee, but he says no foul. You get the ball again, make a simple sideways pass, but then a player takes you down from behind. You are frustrated. You have no time and peace on the ball, but you want to make a difference. You decide you need to move the ball faster, so you look for a space in front of you, but there is no space anywhere. You think about playing a ball in behind the defense. You look for your striker, but he is nowhere to be seen. He was taken down by defenders while the referee wasn't looking. In that moment you realize that you are completely hopeless. You are exhausted. Not just physically, but also mentally. You came here to play football, but you entered an active war zone, where you are fighting against an army built by the greatest commander. And while that might sound like a metaphor, it really isn't. Bordalás is an army commander as much as he is a football manager. As one of his former players described him, he calls in the defenders first, breaks a TV. He calls in the midfielders and he breaks a light. Calls in the strikers, breaks a sofa. He has his foot up against your throat and doesn't let go. Sometimes you wonder if he's going to hit you. He's absolutely obsessed with the fitness and the weight of his players. Every single morning, players must step on a scale with a staff member checking their weight. And if someone has gained extra weight, he has to train with extra weight as a punishment. For example, if someone comes back 2 kilos overweight, he has to train in a 2 kilogram heavy vest. Some of his players even skip dinner to avoid this punishment. During trainings, he challenges his players all the time. One time, he offered 500 euros and a guaranteed starting spot in the next game to anyone who can kick the ball from the training pitch onto the motorway in Madrid. In his previous club Alcorcón, he challenged his players to head the ball out of the stadium. Before one game, he made a player hold a pencil between his nose and lips so he would go onto the pitch wearing a crazy face to terrify his opponents. How do you even do that? He is willing to do anything to prepare his players for a fight, because for him, football is about struggle. In order to win, you have to suffer, because suffering is exactly what made Pepe Bordalás Pepe Bordalás. He didn't have a glamorous career as a player, and for a long time, it looked like he wouldn't have any success as a manager either. He never went beyond the Spanish 4th division as a player, and once he became a manager, it wasn't very different. He spent most of his time in lower divisions, where he went through many promotions, but also disappointments. He has experienced many big wins, but even bigger defeats. In 2011, he missed out on promotion to La Liga by losing a playoff final on away goals. But every single defeat made him even more relentless. And in 2016, he finally got to La Liga for the first time with Ajax. Or at least, that's what he thought. He was sacked before the season had even started, as the club believed his overly pragmatic style wouldn't work in La Liga. But this setback made Bordalás even stronger. He was soon appointed by newly relegated Getafe and got them straight back up. In his first season in La Liga, he finished in the top half. In his second, he almost got Getafe to the Champions League. And in the next season, he eliminated Ajax in the Europa League after completely disrupting the game. The ball was in play just 42 minutes out of 90. The Dutch media were absolutely furious, but Bordalás couldn't care less. Everyone knew what they had to do and they did it. And while he hasn't reached those heights with Getafe ever since, he has made them a well-established La Liga side, while working with a smaller budget than some second division clubs. He is able to squeeze absolutely everything out of every single player. He transformed a third division defensive midfielder into a Premier League striker in just 1 year. But the best player that ever came through his hands has to be Marc Cucurella. If you are ever wondering why do you wanna punch him in the face every time you see him, that's because of the 2 seasons he spent playing under Bordalás. Barca fans are probably gonna excommunicate me for saying this, but I love José Bordalás and I love Getafe. I hate watching my team play against them, but that just shows how great of a job they are doing. Imagine how boring football would be if every team played the same style. Imagine how boring football would be without a team that is winning 1-0 with a 17% of possession against a third division side. Imagine how boring football would be without Getafe. We all love watching beautiful football, but when a player tries to do a skill, there needs to be someone that's trying to stop him. That is football.
So football, papá.
Subscribe!